Da da dum 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 da da da.
Excuse me, young man. Could you give me a hand for a moment?
Sure, I'd be happy to help.
Now, just stand right there for me.
Okay, just right here.
Yes, that's right.
Ah!
Perfect. That'd scare anything away.
Awesome fun! What is up, dudes, dudettes, and dudes who defy description? And welcome back to another episode of Awesome Fun in Minecraft. With me, hello, I'm Oz. Nice to be here with you, as always. In our last episode, we've been working on the cornucopia farm hill that you see behind me. We created an awesome ancient volcano that is bubbling away at the top of the mountain there, and we crashed this alien spaceship into it thousands of years later. Now our mission is to expand further out and colonize this alien village. Now I think for our first area to work on today, we're going to start right up at the top near the mountain where we have this, our snowy area. And I have some exciting thoughts about what can go in the snowy section. And here are those thoughts brought to life with a frozen icy edge to our ice-cano. Let me show you some of the finer details close up. So we come through this gate here into our section. Now, I did want to have free-range snowmen, but they tended to free-range themselves right up there into this lava and have a bad time. So I had to find creative ways to contain them, such as icicles, and I love using the light blue and dark blue glass as little ice features. Really goes well with the snow. And what's really cool is I've gone for this guy being frozen inside of an ice cube, as if he's stuck and can't get out. And this also works as a little farm, so I look here, using a shovel, I can collect lots of snow layers, or if I don't have silk touch in it, lots of snowballs. So this actually is a little farm, and I thought that fits in well because there's so many farms in this area. But I absolutely love our little snow-covered scene on this side of the ice-cano, and I've even frozen up the wing here that helps blend in a little bit more. So this is a little area. It gives you an idea of the kind of format we're going to be following. Each one's going to have its little theme. They're going to have their own fenced off area because, of course, we're going to have a lot of villagers in here and we need to keep them safe. So this is our next section. So we're going to have to work some kind of hanging roof across the front here, a little dwelling on the side for the villager who tends the Netherwart to live in. This is going to be a lot of fun, so I think it's time to hit fast forward. And a trapdoor here, and an oak fence open like that. And we are pretty much done with this magical top area of our ice-cano. So what have we got? Well, I've put in this fancy looking gate. I'm kind of going for a Space Invader theme with the gate, being that these are aliens. And this area here is, of course, our Netherwart Farm, if I can get in here. And what I did in here is I just carved into the roof a lot to give it a bit more three-dimensionality. I like it being all glowstone. I think that's cool. And I also opened up the back, putting some windows on the back to show us some of the lava that we've got going on here as well. So this is looking great, as if they've come along, they've maybe found this magical Netherwart in this cave, and they've managed to use wood to carve out and put in a roof, support it up. And I love this thing here. This is just supposed to be some sort of super brewing machine that the magician uses, and it utilizes some of the technology, some of the bits that are found within the alien spaceship. A bit more decoration here, and this is where our villager will live, read his books, have a sleep, enjoy his plant. So this area is looking great, and of course he's got his netherwart that he's exporting down into the village below. So now that we've completed this area, it's time to move on to this one. But in order to get to this one, strangely enough, we have to start at the bottom. So let me show you what I mean. This is so much fun. I could just do this all day. It is brilliant. In fact, let's go back again. Let's go back one more time. The Llama Express. It is quite a mellow ride, actually, but so much fun each and every time. So we have completed this area, and you see what I mean about needing to start at the bottom. We needed to build the base for the Llama Express that takes us up into our arrival point at the top of the mountain. I've added a few details. I really need to do something about these beacons. This sound is driving me crazy. But I added in some details like the supplies, some honey, some chickens, and other things that are being taken up to the top of the mountain. And of course, Zorro, who is our wonderful friend that takes us up there. And I'm not sure about this track design. You know, end bricks. I wanted to challenge myself to use a block that I really didn't like, but I'm not sure about this. And it's quite fun. So you can ride Zorro up to the top, then you just hit this button to send him back so that he's down at the bottom. While he's heading down, I'll show you what's going on up here. So we've got some more supplies here, some mushrooms, some wheat, and of course some meats as well, ready to go down. Some containers and things over here, some more supplies, another llama here so that Zorro's got a friend, and the same flag design that we've used down at the bottom with our usual style of platform design, just using different wood as has been used in the other platforms. Then you just hit this button here if you would like to summon Zorro to return and take us back to the bottom of the mountain. I really love these designs. They're kind of TP style tents. This I like. Some of the other things I'm not so sure about, but this is great. Now next we're going to move on to this brown area here where we need to rustle up some cattle. Not you, Zorro. You're staying where you are. It's okay, cutie. You're safe now. That's right, Moo. This is your new home. So we have completed our cattle level. And I should explain this. I don't know, does it look like an alien structure? Or does it look like a dog that's kind of happy? I'm not sure. It's weird, but I kind of like it. This is where we're going to have some villagers staying that are going to tend to our cow. We've got this wonderful little feeder that they seem to really like with the hay inside. And also we've got, this looked like it was empty when I made it on the time-lapse, but I just used bottles to take out different levels just to give it a bit more of a dynamic appearance. I'm not sure about the floating metal fence. I like the end bits, but maybe it needs something underneath it in order to support it a bit better. This place is not secure at all though, and things are definitely going to escape. Anyway, let's take a quick look at it from the usual vantage point of the top of the library. And oh yeah, look at that. I was a bit worried that the metal fence would, you know, blend in a bit with the spaceship, but actually it makes it pop even more. And as we get these other things designed, oh yeah, it's all beginning to come to life. Now, next up is this purple section here. Oh, see, this is not good. Jeb is already on the loose and escaped. What did you even fall through? Can you escape through there? Okay. We'll add something to the bottom layer. But next up, we're going to be working on this mushroom area, the purple area here. And I know why these things aren't spawning, because there's too many of them in a certain area and it stops them from spawning. I did some research, but I'm not going to build a farm because I don't really need one. We're going to put a cave back into this area here. But this is going to be tough because there ain't mushroom. This is terrible. They're all escaping. No, I've got to work on the next bit. It's mushrooms. I guess you heard that. That's why you came. Okay, right. When you're ready, turn around and check out the new area, mushroom. There you go. You're free. Check it out. No, behind. It's here. I'll open the door. You're that indifferent to the... Oh, no. Oh, no. She loves it. She loves it. It's her home. Yay. I'm so happy you like it, Mutu. So here we are in our mushroom area. Now, this was a challenge because it was a really tight space with which to do something. And I popped in this gigantic mushroom that we have there. I think it works out quite well. There's something that doesn't feel quite right about it. I think if you got like stairs or half slabs that look like this, it might work. I tried it with quartz, but I wasn't so sure about it. But we have this, we have our mini mushrooms. I mixed in some of this mushroom texture along with the mycelium. And if you come in here, you'll see that we have a little cave inside here where the mushrooms grow. And we've got a whole bunch of mushrooms growing in there with the special red light. And gradually, some of this greenery in the vine form will grow around this area. So it's a little area, but I really like it. It's a dedicated mushroom area. You've already left it to see our other area that we added in. So this is where we're going to put our beehive area, but I still have a couple of finishing touches. Let me show you what we've got so far. We've got this little dwelling for the beekeeper. Now, I've gone with a kind of podular design, like a lot of the buildings, to make it look as if they're inspired by the design of the spaceship that the aliens descended from. And I went with these kind of gull wing doors, as if maybe it looks like these could close and the glass could pop back inside and secure it for flight or something like that. That's what I think. But it's, yeah, just the aesthetic alien style that we're going for when we only have these very small spaces to work in. Here are where our beehive's going to go, and we're going to add them in a second. Down here, I've used some armor stand magic to add in some tools, as if he's chopping up the honeycomb here. And over here, we have some honey being collected in this barrel. So without further ado, let's add in our bees. So let's hope this works. Way! And these are ones I knew already had bees inside of them. Way! This is oh, that one's already got honey in it. And last but not least, oh, get out of the way. Yay! Okay, there's a lot more than I was expecting, Moo. I can see you're scared also. Let's name a couple of these ones. That's our Shakespeare bee, to be or not to be. This is going to be beautiful because you are, all of you, watching this video, and be yourself. So just some good advice from the bee there. And this area is already wicked because it's become super active with the bees. Let's fly over to our traditional library roof vantage point, and take a look at these two new areas. Oh, look at the hill. It's really starting to come together. Once we finish all the further area and we let the cattle loose, I've got them leashed up right now. But you can see I added in, underneath the metal fence, some wooden support. I think that made a lot of difference. Then we have our little area here with the mushrooms, and it's nice. It stands out on its own. And then you can refocus your eye to see this awesome honeybee beekeeping area that we have in there, with all the bees like exploring around the place and popping in and out. Awesomeness. So next up, we're going to be adding in our big crop areas. Our bountiful harvest is growing away, so let me show you everything that happened during that little fast forward. We created this nice perimeter wall here to encase the bottom level of our farm. Oh, hello, Slab. Goodbye, Slab. This is pretty nice, just a mixture of sort of cobblestone, mossy ones, and stone variants. And I've decided to go with this granite path with a mixture of kind of path blockage, excuse me, stick, in order to design our main path that's going to run all the way through here, along here. That's going to be the same path that will consistently run throughout the entire village. Now, in this side here, you can see we've got most of our basic crops, our yellows and our green crops, along with a little bit of red from the beetroot too. And this area we're going to turn into a house for our villagers that will be tending these crops. Then this area here I'm going to close off to stop the villagers from killing themselves on the cacti. But this is our kind of green area, and it also has a little viewing window here into our actual cactus farm. Then this is our pathway that leads us into our final crop area around the base of the spaceship, where we're doing all the orange things. We got some pumpkins, we got some carrots. And what feels really good right now is that it feels like the broad strokes of this build have been completed. Now, I've got a little bit of a problem here because I tried using a sort of little, just like this, you know, I was hoping it wouldn't grow. I put a little sapling here, but obviously it did grow, and yeah, I've kind of tried to remove it and it's caused all kinds of problems. So I'm going to fix this, and then I think what we need to do is have a little montage of us completing lots of individual tasks. So we need an entrance gate here, we need to make this house habitable here, we need entrances to some of our other farms, and of course to the sorting room as well. So let's go and get a lot of little things done. To start, I added my favorite piston door, the super simple 1 wide 2 high. We needed one for the wheat farm, carrot farm, melon and pumpkin farm, and the little dirt cave that was my first ever home in this world. Great memories. Then I added gates here, 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 and here. Extended the pathway throughout the entire village. Turned this temporary bridge into a suspension style bridge inspired by the last existing Incan rope bridge, and you should check that out. It really is an amazing thing. I built another Space Invader inspired gate leading off of this bridge, And lastly, I've converted the interior of the top of our alien ship into a lovely living quarters for a nice couple who we're going to move in. A couple of finishing touches. Let's pop this note block here. Play a little tune always. And I think the blue orchid is the most alien looking. So the idea I've got with this is keeping some of the technological bits of it in here, as if they had to strip some of it out. Maybe the rest of this is buried underneath, so they've put some wood in, turned it into a bed, and then I guess the last thing is to pop in some doors. Awesome. Now let's take a look at this from a little bit further away and see how things are looking on this farm hill. Well, actually, I've been thinking, do you know what a good name for this probably is? Space Mountain. I like that. Space Mountain. Great name. So look at this place. Wow, it is coming together so much. We only have 2 things left to do, but they're not small things. The last thing we'll do is put in our villagers. We've got some special villagers to move in here. And before that, we need to do a whole bunch of terraforming. Now, what I was thinking is, because our story here is that these aliens have crash landed and they've colonized the area, I want to take the idea of having some alien trees that have slowly begun to mix with the local trees. Now, to show you what I mean, why don't we pay a quick visit to our awesome sketching testing world? Now here I've been playing around with the chorus trees that you get in the end in order to make our alien trees. Now this here is the representation of the main alien tree. So perhaps when the aliens crash landed, they had a sapling of this. They were able to grow a tree that is native to their world. It's got the awesome purple stem. You can see it's being planted in this box. It's got great sort of the purple on the top with the purple terracotta and the lanterns in the glass. This is awesome. And just say this is a little tip for building around the chorus trees, because I think that works really well. And that tip is as long as you stay 1 block above where it crosses down, you know, where it folds here or where it goes at an angle, as long as you stay 1 block up here above it, you're all good. But if you build anything here, it will break. So that's how you can use it if you're going to work around it. So this is the main alien tree. Then as they've colonized the world and they've worked with the local flora and fauna, they have began to splice their tree into the native trees. And you can see here we've got the original trunk of the chorus flower, but we're starting to see some green leaves, a bit of the original purple terracotta still mixed in before, and some of the glass as well, but it's not quite as vibrant. It's more green this time. And then this tree here is probably the most recent evolution, where it's completely mixed with a local tree. It's got more normal looking bark, and the only kind of hint that it used to belong to the alien tree is the purple glass, and some of this nether brick fence has twigs in the middle. So those are the 3 different designs of trees that we are going to be working in to Farm Hill. So in our epic terraforming adventure, it's time to hit fast forward. the aliens have truly landed in this beautiful village, but we need to land them fully by getting ourselves some villagers, and I've got something special in store for you here. And that something special is hidden behind here. Check out these awesome villagers. These are the swamp biome villagers, and they have this awesome green hair and green eyes, and I think they look, you know, a little bit extraterrestrial. And what's nice about using these for our alien village will be that I think these guys look like the main aliens, then the other villagers we've got there that aren't the swamp guys kind of look like they're descendants and what, you know, the main aliens look like, and then the people that maybe mix with the local populace look like. It's really cool. So moving villagers is always, you know, a disaster. But I hopefully have everything in place. So here is my plan. Let me tell you, Spider, my plan. So we're going to get the villagers to come out into here, where we're going to get them in this minecart. Then we're going to connect them up to this rail. This should catch them. Then this will take them up here. Oh, the golems. This area is terrible for mobs. It's going to take them up into here, drop them off here. Then I can close these gates, break the minecart, and force the person to go through. I need to seal off this backside here. And done. I'm glad I did this walkthrough with you, otherwise I would have forgotten to do that. So that should make sure that they come through into this portal, where we've got another minecart waiting to catch them here. We can then put them into this rail, which will take them all the way down this corridor here. It's not too far, it's only like 1,000 blocks from where our base is. That'll take them up here, where we've got a repeat of the system. This time I have put the wall in behind, where we close them in. Then we teleport them through here. And they'll once again get caught in the same system that'll take them out and into the alien village, where I can guide them in to where I want them to go. Now that is the theory, but we all know when it comes to villagers, theory and practice could not be any further apart. Okay, you please come outside. Come outside, sir. Yep, that's it. That's it. No! So my plan to get someone to come outside is to use a work block. Worked perfectly. This guy took the bait. I mean, came along willingly. So do you need me to spell it out for you? What do you think I want you? Yep. And here he is. Oh, dude, this is going way too well. Freaking me out. He's made it to the next collection area. Oh my goodness, this is the smoothest arrival I have ever witnessed. Preparation is the key to success. Oh, it's a little ride. The first alien has landed. Uh-oh. Where is he? Oh. Where were you? Don't do that to me, friend. One down. Quite a few others to go. Why has it got to be this way every time? Get in! Get in! Get in the portal! Ha! I win. What? He's okay. Second one is in. He's gone through the other side of the wall. That is so strange. Are you well? Stop giving me the evil eye. Our third person, the beekeeper, is in place. Oh no. Oh, okay, no. He's walking back. Yep, this place is definitely not villager proof. This one's gone through in another completely broken way. What are you doing, man? You guys are definitely not of this world. Cursed minecart ride. At least this one's not looking at me. Here's 4 and 5 going in together. Along they go. Hopefully they don't die. Oh no. Oh, they'll fix that. It's cool. Nice stacking, friends. Aw, look, the sixth one, he goes down normal. And he looks so much happier. Look at that, that is smouldering eyes he's giving me now. Going in now, we have our grand finale. No, no, don't do it! Don't throw from the... No! Ah! Villagers, I got him back in eventually. But he sure didn't make it easy. Now, before we take a final look at today's build, I thought I would show you the storage room. You saw it first in the last episode, and it has had a little bit of an upgrade since then. So if we come down here to our carrot farm, we can drop down into our storage room, this sort of underground cave that we've got going on. Now, we obviously want to keep the alien theme, so embedded in the back here is part of the alien power core from the spaceship, maybe like their equivalent of the warp core or the engine system. But it's pretty cool with the slime and the flashing lights, and of course we've got all of our items identified and stored. So now you know, you see we've got the carrots here if you want carrots, we've got the pumpkins, we've got everything. And also, if anything here overflows, it gets composted here into bone meal. And of course we also have bamboo, which cannot be composted, so it filters in to fuel up these furnaces. So all you need to do is, if you have something to smelt, you just put it in the top there, it'll come out the bottom and it makes use of the bamboo. Then any overflow from that is destroyed, and we of course have our little chest over here that catches anything that's thrown into the entire transportation system by mistake. But this place is a real beauty, but unfortunately, because of just how much there was to do and how long this episode already is, we didn't have time to look at this being built in detail. And also this little feature, I don't know how much I'll use it. I especially enjoyed this after all the trouble with the villagers. I put some in the hole here. They've got the carrot trade, and so you can just grab this straight out the box, trade with the villager, and then just close them back in. It's a really good idea. I don't know how it'd be good to use this on a larger scale, but just a nice little convenient thing. This has been such a fun and exciting build, and can you believe the difference in this place behind me from what it was at the start of this episode and back one episode before when we began this project? It's almost hard to believe. The most exciting thing for me is just how active and full of life this build looks. We can see our farmers working away there in the fields. Not sure about this scarecrow they've got though. Then over here we've of course got our beekeeper. Look at him. He's just hanging out with his bees, collecting the honey. It's just such a lively area with things moving around. Our alien-esque looking cattle exploring. There's a bee that's going to fly up. Hopefully it doesn't fly into the ice-cano. I have seen that happen on more than one occasion. I even replaced the snowman who's working away at the top up there. You can see one of them, just his eyes peeking out over the fence. But this place just looks so full of life, and what a cool alien village. We started out by creating this ice-cano that was here millions of years ago, and then thousands of years after that an alien ship crashed. Its crew spread out, and you can see them there. They colonized this area and they have survived and thrived. Well, thank you so kindly for spending this time with me on today's video. It has been so much fun, and in our next episode we're going to be going on a very exciting adventure, and I could use your help, so make sure you come with me and join for that. But you take care out there, and I'll see you next time for more awesome fun in Minecraft. Bye bye.